Hello, hello my lovely friends. Hello, wherever you are. Are you there? Is anyone there? Are you there somewhere? I'm sure you are. I'm just going to just tag my friends. Are you here? Wherever you are. So where am I? Where am I today? I'm wondering if you can guess where I am. I'm in a very special place. A very special place out on the Somerset Levels. Somebody's here. So I'm out on the Somerset Levels, and the levels are amazing. That word means the flat surrounding area, which is beneath sea level, which is surrounding Glastonbury. And Glastonbury is the ancient Isles of Avalon. And in ancient times the levels were all underwater, so it was an inland sea, and Glastonbury stood up above the sea as a number of islands, hence the sacred Isles of Avalon. I'm just tagging a few friends just in case anybody would like to come on and join me and share anything on this call for you to join in and share any feelings that you might have at the moment. Tell me how you are. Gosh, I've got so many friends around the world. It's completely amazing. So, isn't it astounding, social media and what it allows us to do to reach out to each other. So reaching out to lots of my friends here now, many that I haven't really spoken to for a long time. So that's the theme. That's been the theme, hasn't it? People that don't speak to each other. Danu, hi. I don't know if we've ever been in contact with each other, but thank you for showing up for my video, my little video here. It's such a blessed time, such a blessed moment, and I've been just so completely inspired today and so in love with life that I felt I wanted to come out onto the levels. It's just about getting near sunset, and it's been raining, everything's very wet, so I'm just trying to, that's it, support my phone. I've got very shaky hands, so support my phone so it's not shaking too much and wriggling around. So yeah, I just got a really good big message to come out onto the Somerset Levels, out to the nature reserves. It's been my big resource over these months to come out every day. And when I got out of the car it was raining. I can feel some drops of rain on my head at the moment. And it's so beautiful to come out here, it's so peaceful. If you can hear just the sound of the birds, water birds, and as I was walking up the path, can you hear that? As I was walking up the path, it goes along the old canal, and all these canals and waterways, they're called rhines. They were dug first of all in the 10th century to drain the land, and now they're kept managed by pumps and that to keep the land kind of from going underwater. That's better, I can rest my phone on the back of the seat that I'm sitting on. So yeah, they were dug to stop the land going back underwater, and they're now managed. They are the old peat works, or all the big areas of water used to be peat works. They were harvesting peat for the agricultural gardening industry, and maybe even for burning it. but then they turned it into nature reserves, and we've got vast areas of water and lots of wildfowl, all sorts of birds, and some quite rare birds, and this is where the starlings come as well. So as I was walking up the path, there were lots of swans, and they were underwater. They were searching for food, so it was so beautiful to watch them. They're just like these beautiful birds, royal birds, aren't they, swans? They look so magnificent, and then they go underwater to eat. So they just like the beautiful white and these long graceful necks, and they just go boing underwater and get their heads underwater to look for food, whatever that food is. Some unfortunate fish maybe, or probably a fish. And in doing so, then they go completely upside down, and I guess they're very buoyant. Their bottoms come up in the air, their feet come up in the air, and there's these completely upside down swans. So it was lovely watching them. And here I am now sitting on the seat, and I just wanted to share with you about life, how amazing life is, and how if we can be still and just open to the love that surrounds us all, that our own hearts can get touched by that love, and we can be really, really resourced. So this morning, so many people have been through my house, come in, and they've been distressed about all sorts of different things. I think it's Christmas Eve, isn't it? I guess people are rushing around for it being Christmas Eve, and people have been so distressed. And now it's starting to rain. You know, I might have to stop if it gets too wet. So they were so distressed, and the kind of things they've been distressed about. One friend of mine, who's actually in my healing group, and she's been very distressed because she's been given notice. She's a beautiful midwife, a very wise woman midwife, that if she doesn't go along with certain dictates, that she's going to lose her job. What a loss. What a loss for people if she loses her job. She does the most beautiful healing work alongside her midwifery. And other people I've spoken to are really ill because they've been stressed, because other family members have said, oh, if you don't do this, if you don't get this thing stuck into you, then you can't come and have a family Christmas. And like the stress of everything making people so ill. And I just want to just bring awareness that, you know, we can think ourselves so clever because maybe we're the ones that decided not to go along with that program, or maybe we have gone along with that program and we think the other side is kind of really crazy or stupid or dangerous, or causing a problem for everybody, risking people's lives. I mean, all this is such a trap to fall into, isn't it? What is Christmas about? What is it really about? Is it about dictating to other family members that they have to do what we want, otherwise we're going to exclude them? It's so painful to witness all this, and I just want to share, if that's going on for you in this moment, then, you know, just step into your heart and come into the stillness and feel the love. That human beings are really nourished when they're together with their tribe, with their family. And can we just put that all aside and just step into the love, even if maybe we don't feel the love in this moment? I mean, that was another conversation I had today. Somebody not sure if they could even feel any love anymore. And I just want to share the symptoms of, coming home to self-love. Exactly, that's what I want to share about, coming home to self-love and resourcing and self-nourishment. Because the very nature of trauma is that we get into fight or flight, or we get into feeling helpless and completely numbed out. And the programs that are being rolled out on humanity at the moment are all about putting us in a state of fear and separating us to take sides one against the other, maybe to raise arms against each other. So how can we set that aside? How can we really nourish ourselves and come into self-love in this moment? And to know that all love is sacred, all life is sacred. We are so blessed to be on this earth. Hi Brigitte, my darling. We're so blessed to be on this earth at this time. This is an incredible time. And we're at the point of an amazing awakening. Because as I said to my lovely friend who's been threatened of losing her job, it's like we can create the new paradigm, the new health system, where we really take care of people, and it's not about power over. We're not about threatening people and forcing people, and that we can sit in love and compassion and know that life has it covered. Life is always self-healing. We don't have to do something to fix somebody. Life is sacred, it's divine. God knows what she is doing. Life knows what it's doing. So can we just be with that? Can we be with that knowing and be in our hearts, and not to take up arms, not to get into conflict with each other? And yes, it can be really, really painful. It can be so painful to be in a family right now where people are fighting against each other, or going into shutdown, or going into dissociation and shock, or going into addictive patterns. At the best of times, because of our collective trauma, Christmas is a challenging time. And now with what's going on, I don't listen to any of the news. I don't listen to the news, but I really just hold my family in my heart the whole time, and my loved ones, my friends in my heart, and just hope and pray for their well-being, and that they can nourish themselves and be peaceful with life, and just go and witness the beauty of everything that's around us. And I just love coming out onto the levels and being still, and my heart being so touched. I'm just feeling tears in this moment come to my eyes. Oh, yes, lots of people have had a very challenging time in the last few weeks. But we can get through whatever is going on. Human beings, humanity is amazing, and we can get through this together. We can support each other. We can lift people up when they're falling down. We can open our homes to people. We can share what we have. We can give a smile, a kind word, a helping hand. There's so many things that we can do. And more than anything else that we can do is to share our presence, to share our love in the moment, and maybe all that is needed is to sit still and to witness. And if we can't fix something, just to be there with that stillness in the moment and to witness what's happening, witness the suffering that's going on around us, contribute to the joy. Yeah, lovely. I can hear some children, a family coming along, and they're talking and sharing, and children. And it's lovely to see people out on the levels, out on this nature reserve. The sun's going to go down soon. Not that I've even seen it today, because it's just been grey and rainy all day. But I will show you in a moment. There's some little red patches in the sky. I'll just show you that in a second, and the family is coming up here. So can we be present and just be still, and just hold it all in our hearts, whatever we're witnessing, and just be there with the presence of God, of Goddess, of the divine, of love, just holding that presence, seeing and being, responding, not reacting. Can you hear the sounds? can we be able to sit and be still. It's a lovely family coming up. Probably wondering what I'm doing, sitting on the bench in the rain. Hi, how are you? You enjoying your walk? It's beautiful, isn't it? Merry Christmas to you. Hi. Merry Christmas. Lots of love to you. Hi. Oh, two lovely little girls. And a little one in a pushchair. So let me see if I can show you. I'm just going to flip the... Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's so lovely watching people, seeing people, and witnessing. Let me show you where I am. So just behind those trees there, it's a little bit of the sunset going down. Lots of reeds. So Sarita, if you're watching, I know you love the levels. So just beyond these reeds here, they're just on the shoreline, there's a vast expanse of water. But you can't see it in this moment. And the trees here. And that's the bridge that goes across the Rhine, the canal. So Sarita, if you're watching, you know where I am in this moment. Oh, it is so calming, isn't it? So completely calming. So this is my nourishment. I tend to do a lot of work really hard, especially at this time. But I try and make sure every day I get out and spend some time out in nature. It's my big resource. So how about we just spend some moments together here in presence, just listening. So whatever's been going on for you today, whatever's happening in this moment, just taking a time to set that aside. Oh, Brigitte, my darling. Oh, let's tune into each other's hearts in this moment. Our hearts are so powerful, and they have a huge electromagnetic field. So just tuning in with our hearts to each other in this moment. And being aware of our own heart. And just settling into ourselves. Just grounding. Knowing how amazing it is to do this. It's the first thing to do if you're worried about being ill. To bring your immune system online. Lowering your cortisol. Being with your heart and your breath. So just allowing yourself to settle. Taking a breath and a long out breath. And feeling our bodies getting heavier in this moment. More relaxed. Just settling, one breath at a time. And just being aware of the sound of the birds. Allowing our hearts to expand. Just imagining now this heart field to be expanding. And it's reaching out, it's spreading out and flowing into the heart field of all those around you. And then your calmness, as you settle and you be present, and your calm, this entrains the nervous system of those around you, so that they too settle. This is what a mother does to her children, with her children, when they're distressed. Just to bring them into her heart field, into that calmer energy. So just allowing yourself to settle in this moment. And just imagining this flowing out to all your loved ones, to all your family, to all those that are precious to you, whether you can be with them or not be with them, whether you're in agreement with them or not in agreement. And this is rippling out, and whether you feel the love or you don't feel the love, whether you feel the connection or not, just know that we are all connected. And as you do this yourself, this will touch their hearts. And just seeing each one of your family, one by one, no matter what you feel about them, just seeing each one of your family members or your friends. And in this moment, just seeing them within your heart field, your heart energy surrounding them, and touching them, and feeling their heart touching you. And that all difficult feelings in this moment, all conflict, all pain, all confusion, just allowing it to dissolve away in this moment. And someone coming along the path. Hi! This is just allowing that, just giving permission for that to happen. As your heart filled, the energy of your heart touches their heart. And just allowing that to dissolve away, any difficulties or pain, or anguish, or loneliness, or regret, or despair, or anger. That life is beautiful, life is love, life is sacred. And no matter where our minds take us, it doesn't change the reality that all life is sacred. And that every time we can be present to our own hearts and hold that space of stillness for our loved ones, or even a stranger that happens to be walking along the path, as we hold that presence and that love, that we're all touched by it. So dear God, Goddess, I pray for your support for all the times when this is hard for me to do. I pray for help and support for all the times that it's difficult to get out of my mind, and when I'm swept along by feelings that I feel I have no control over. I pray for your support to help me find the compassion for myself in this moment, to sit in openness and non-judgment, to sit in the field of my own heart, in that powerful force of love. I pray for you to teach me how to do this more on a daily basis, moment by moment. I pray for you to help me drop into the stillness, into the power of my heart. I pray for my loved ones, wherever they are. I pray for my friends, my family, those people that I know nothing of that pass me by, and I see the anguish on their faces. I pray for those in pride who feel they know it all, that we can all just be at peace together and sit together side by side in our hearts. Dear God, dear Goddess, I give thanks for life. I give thanks for the sacredness of life. I give thanks for the love, the beauty. I give thanks for everything that I have in my life, even the pain. And certainly the joy. So just taking a breath now together in this moment and in our hearts, and in this deep knowing that all life is sacred. And just allow yourself to be soothed. And take this with you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going. Take it with you and be blessed. My beautiful family, my beautiful friends, my beautiful daughter. I love you all so much. So the sun is going down, the birds are going to bed. I'm going to go and finish my walk, Go home and have a cup of tea. I do like having a cup of tea. So, to show you one last little look around. It's getting quite dark, but I think the camera is kicking in with some extra light now, illuminating things a little bit. So bless you, my friends, and speak again soon. Bye for now, and have a lovely evening.